Hi guys, it's Dominique coming at you again with a video tutorial answering the question of why I chose to go natural. Let me just say this, the hair was actually a last idea. It didn't come until like a little over a year ago. I've only been natural for 14 months and completely natural with no relaxed ends for 7 months. I big chopped in August. But what got me on my path to actually living or striving to live an actual natural lifestyle is 3 years ago when our 5-year-old was 2. He caught a ringworm infection from the daycare he was attending, and and that was crazy because I was like paying $200 a week. But what happened was his immune system reacted negatively to the infection, so it turned into carry-on. And I'm going to get into that in a second to tell you what actually carry-on is. But I took him to 3 different doctors. They kept giving me the runaround, telling me that it's this, and I was like, I've never seen a ringworm infection look like this. You got to tell me something else because this is not right. So after they were giving me the runaround, just giving me some type of prescription that wasn't working, because sometimes doctors are good at that. They will prescribe something and not even really sit you down and talk to you or find out what the symptoms are, or what your issue may be for having what you have. They just, 10 people come in with a headache, they prescribe 10 people the same exact thing. So I made it my goal to research online scalp infections, and I mean, it took me a few hours going through scalp infections, pictures, looking at you know, what the I just lost my train of thought, I'm sorry, what the symptoms were, and finally figured it out. I took the information back to his pediatrician at the time, and she was like, oh yeah, that looks like that's it. Great. So I just did your job, even though every time I come through this office, you get paid. So after that, and her telling me that his hair would never grow back ever because of the infection, it was so bad. Carry on. It's extremely painful because they're big nodules that ooze pus and blood, and it's just painful. It was so painful that my 2-year-old actually slept on his arms because he didn't want his head to touch his mattress. Okay, he didn't want it to touch his bed. He didn't want it to touch me. So, and I'll say about every night he would wake up and I would have to go in there and rub his head, just rub it. And he was in his 2-year-old voice say, rub it. And I just had to rub it because it was in between itching, but extremely painful. So I was like, okay, they're not telling me anything, and my son is suffering. So let me, God, what do I need to do? So I got online, looked up natural remedies, typed in carry on, looked up natural remedies for it, found a mixture of tea tree oil, black walnut hulls, and papaya, the fruit, yes, and pure unrefined shea butter. I mixed it into a paste, rubbed it on his scalp for 6 weeks, twice a day, 6 weeks, twice a day, and I was also giving him echinacea to kill the infection from the inside. So for 6 weeks, I rubbed it on his head, keep a cap on his head because it was a sight to see. So if somebody were to see it, they'd be like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? So I kept a cap on his head, and I'll say his hair has flourished. I mean, it was amazing. Even after she told me his hair would never grow back, never. Okay, his hair now looks like mine. Okay, it is absolutely amazing. And from that point on, I was like, man, God's natural earth is so much better than man's chemicals, okay? And 9 times out of 10, man's chemicals has about 1,000 side effects. So we're so quick to jump to get something to help, to just ease the pain of whatever it is we're dealing with, instead of really researching what these medicines are, really taking the time to find out, what are we putting in our bodies? What are we putting on our skin? What are we putting in our hair? So like I was saying, the hair came later. After that point, with seeing how the results of natural herbs really helped with my son, I really started studying natural herbs. I changed his pediatrician to a homeopathic pediatrician where he doesn't get immunized with the chemical immunization. He actually get NOSOs, which are homeopathic immunizations. So he doesn't have this phobia about doctors, which is wonderful for us. And I just started asking questions. I got books. I started just really educating myself. And leaving the design world, interior design world, I was able to really focus on it and really focus on, let me see what my family is putting in our bodies, on our hair, on our skin. Let me just research this. And I started looking at baby products, reading the labels. I'm a huge label reader now. So reading the labels, and I just started researching these chemicals, and I'm like, really? So let me say this, for all of you naturals, okay, that make your own products, bravo. I'm just saying bravo, guys. You guys have no idea. Keep it. I applaud you to the fullest, okay? And I know there was one young lady on a blog that I read that had an issue with so many naturals coming up with homemade products, and her concern was valid, no problem. She was saying, if it's not commercial or FDA regulated, I just don't feel comfortable. And that's fine, that's you. Buy the commercial, federally regulated stuff, but don't sleep and think that everything that is federally regulated or FDA approved is all good. I mean, they just found insect larvae in Similac, so we know it's not all good. People die or have very serious adverse reactions off federally regulated products every day. There's always a recall on something that's FDA approved, federally regulated. So it's not just about that. So guys, you're making your homemade stuff. You can kind of gauge what goes on your skin, in your hair, in your bodies. Bravo. I'm telling you, bravo. And like I was saying, we're so quick to put our faith in man's chemicals when God put it right here on the earth, saying everything I put on this earth is good. And that leads me back into hair. I've heard some naturals talk about, I don't want to go natural because my hair would look right. My hair is real bad or real nappy or this, and this. First of all, there is no such thing as bad hair. Again, what God made is good. How can something that's natural be bad? It's not bad. What society may have told you was bad, it's not bad. Get that type of thinking out of your head. And for those who have said, oh, well, I've always had this type of hair, so it was easy to go natural. What type of hair are you talking about? So it should be easy for anybody to transition into natural because it's natural. You should be more concerned with the chemicals, the harmful chemicals that you're putting on your body versus what texture your hair is. So everybody, being natural is for anybody, okay? It's for everybody. It doesn't matter what type of hair texture you have. It doesn't matter how long or how short, how fast it grows or whatever. Let your main goal be hair health. Trying to educate yourself on products that you're actually putting in your hair and on your skin. Don't let it be about, oh, it's kinky, it's not going to work, it's not going to flow right, it's not going to this, it's not going to that. You're beautiful, okay? I have not met one natural yet that wasn't beautiful. You're beautiful, okay? So don't let it be about that, and don't be, and guys, and for those of us who are natural, don't let it be some kind of war against women who are relaxed, okay? We were there at one point too, so it's not like natural hair mafia. We're not that, okay? Don't be that. Like I said, my reason for going natural was I felt like I was a walking contradiction. I'm like studying natural herbs, going into studying homeopathic medicines and natural remedies, but I'm putting a relaxer on my hair. The harshest it contains some of the harshest chemicals, and I'm putting that on my hair. Come on, you don't think that's seeping into your skin? So let me clear that up. The bonus is that you guys just find my hair inspirational. That is a bonus, okay? And I thank you so much for that, but that's not the main reason. But let me say this: if I can inspire one person to look into going natural, then bravo. That's a job well done, because that person will inspire somebody else. That person will inspire somebody else. And it can go on and on and on. So, hey, if I can inspire one person, if I inspire one of you guys, yay! Just keep it going. Keep the information going. Don't be a stingy information person. You know what I mean? If you know it, if you got the knowledge, hey, share it. I'm all about sharing. Sharing. It's not like, oh gosh, just me. I want everybody to know that it's just about me and I have all the knowledge. No, none of us have all the knowledge. Okay, we're all ignorant to something. So let me just say that. So back to my point. I went natural with my hair because I was already striving to live a natural lifestyle. That doesn't mean I don't slip. Dude, I like crystals every now and then. You know what I mean? I like them. I don't know what it is. They make you gassy and you poop and all that kind of. I like them. Okay, so I'm not 100%, but I'm striving to get there. I read labels. I look more into the type of foods we put in our bodies. I look, research GMO and the government and things like that, and what's really going on and what's happening with our foods and things like that. I don't put my faith in man's chemicals. I have not had a pill in I don't know how long. So me and my gynecologist kind of went back and forth a little bit on that. When I was pregnant with our third child, my daughter, he was saying that I needed to take prenatal vitamins. No, I'm not going to do that. By the time a vitamin hits my system, it's so processed, broken down, chemicalized that I don't get any of the benefits. So why not just eat the raw fruit? Okay, where I get direct nutrients instead of a pill. Now, for those of you who take vitamins, I'm not knocking vitamins. I'm just saying for me, I don't do vitamins. I don't do aspirin. When I get a headache or any type of muscle ache, I use peppermint oil. It's natural. It's wonderful. It smells good. Okay, and the side effects are like minimal versus if you take this, you might go blind, you might lose an ear, you might lose an eye, you may wake up and just can't breathe, you may lose an arm, you may can't feel your arm for a little while, you know, 1,000 side effects, but it'll cure your headache. You know what I mean? So why am I going to trust that? I'd rather trust something that one of the side effects may be, okay, because natural herbs are heavily concentrated, it may cause a skin reaction. Okay, hey, I'll take that over losing an ear, losing an eye. You know, you may take a gun and shoot yourself in the head because it causes manic depression. No, let's, no. So, guys, thank you for listening to me rant and rave. This is the reason, these are the reasons I chose to go natural. For everybody who's out there striving to go natural or even thinking about it, bravo. Hey, bravo. It's a learning experience. We're relearning how to allow nature to heal our mind, our bodies, and our spirit. So, bravo, guys. Thank you for listening again. And until next time, à tout à l'heure.